And hope you're well, and welcome to June Favourites. I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and stay a while. Hopefully you'll enjoy it if you're not easily offended, because some people get incredibly offended on my channel. Lord knows why. I'm having a crack most of the time, so take it with a pinch of salt. It's called a sense of humour. Okay, let's start off with my absolute faves this month. I have, by the grace of God, replaced my Elemis Pro-Collagen. This is the Neroli cleansing balm. Oh my gosh. If you thought the original Pro-Collagen balm was amazing, you have not smelt this. It smells, I mean, if you know Neroli, it's sort of like a smoky incense kind of scent. I love it. This is gorgeous. I have missed Pro-Collagen. Those of you who know about my skincare regime and who's followed me and watched numerous videos of mine, you know I'm a huge fan of the Pro-Collagen cleansing balm. It just makes a noticeable difference to skin. Your pores look completely refreshed and smoothed out, and it just leaves skin absolutely nourished and not tight at all. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this. I got this off QVC. I think this is the 200 gram limited edition. If you look on QVC, they should have it as a deal. So that's kind of why I got it, because it was a really good deal. And I could pay in 3 easy payments, even better. So really love that. Then I've been enjoying my Bobbi Brown. This is the Hydrating Gel Cream. I haven't used this for a while, and I was just going through my skincare stuff, and I was like, you know when you're at home and you're not planning on going anywhere, you don't really want to put an SPF 50 on, or any SPF on, you know, or you might be going out of an evening and you don't want a flashback, you just want a moisturizer. This is beautiful. This has a built-in primer as well, so it really smooths that skin, hydrates, and makes your makeup last really well. And it's just a simple moisturizer. Sometimes I just don't want the faff. I just want just normal. And I really like this. It smells gorgeous. It's got like tropical lily flower or something in it. And the texture, if you like me and have got oily skin, the texture of this is just, look at that, it melts. You don't even have to, do you know what I mean? And it just feels like water on the skin. I love that. It's perfect for summer when all you want is just a light, fresh moisturizer. Love this. Next up, I've got a Retinol Tonic. This is by Pixi. It's the Retinol Tonic. I have used the Glow Tonic many times before, many years ago. I didn't feel like it did much. It's nice, but I didn't feel like it did much for me. So I tried the Retinol Tonic, which I find a difference with. So if I use this at night, I then feel like my skin is a lot more clearer and brighter and smoother the next day. Really like this. Then next up, I have a serum. Well, it's a serum booster. It's the Vichy 89. And what this does is, it's like a clear gel. And it's supposed to just boost anything that you put over the top. So a lot of the time when you do your skincare and you dry your skin's dried out. So anything you put on is really going to struggle to permeate the surface of the skin. Whereas if you cleanse your skin, make sure it's a little bit damp, add this has got hyaluronic acid in, which is going to retain the moisture, and then put on your serums and moisturizers, they're going to work a lot better for you. So I find this helps when I got out of the shower and I'm, you know, towel drying my hair or what have you, and my skin suddenly dries out. I get out of the shower, pop this on straight away, then my skin's got time to stay moisturized and be well prepared for the next products that I apply. So really good product, and you do notice a difference once it's like, I've nearly finished, and it's when you get to the end of a product, you're like, oh yes, you finally figure out whether it worked. It takes time for products to work. Sometimes you've got to just give them the run and then decide, make your final decision at the end. So loving that. I've also been loving, because it's tanning season, you know I love to tan at this time of year, and my favorite, my only tan, is Tan Luxe. This is the tanning water, and this stuff for me, this is Hydrating Self-Tan Medium. I've talked about this many a year. This is the only tan I use, plus my Garnier Summer Body. I just tan once on a Sunday night, and this is it. I'm tan for the week, and it just looks natural. It smells friggin' gorgeous. It takes the whole effort, the whole rigmarole of tanning out of the system. Like for me, I just spritz this on and buff it in with a mitt and that's it. And I don't feel like, oh, I've got to tan. It's like literally putting on a moisturizer. It comes out clear. That might not be helpful for some of you, but I prefer it. And it's foolproof. It's the most natural looking tan I've ever tried. And it's the best thing ever. Like, you know, I don't know why I didn't tan when I went to the wedding last year, but anyway, I'm tanning now. Would have helped, you know? And I also feel like it just makes you look slimmer as well when you're tanned. I don't know, you know? Next up, I've got a lip balm, and this is the Eos. I love the packaging of this. It's like a little Easter egg. And this is the scent coconut. And I just, for me, I just wanted a little lip balm that I could leave by my bedside to put on at night after all my skincare. Because you know, other lip balms in your bag, they're all goopy and messy and they've got your lip colour on. I thought I just want one for bare lips to put on at night after I brush my teeth. And this has got a lovely comforting coconut scent, and it's not too gloopy and sticky, and it's just nice. So that's what I keep by my bedside. Next up, hair. This is the Kerastase VIP Volume and Powder. I didn't even know that's what the VIP stood for. I thought it was like just VIP. Anyway, this is it's called a Backcomb Effect powder spray. And I had this for a while, and I thought it was like a dry shampoo, but it's not. And I was like, what is this? Is this hairspray? What the frig? I don't know how to use it. And then I started to use it when I was like putting curls in my hair, like now, sort of like waves. So it just kind of gives your hair a bit of grip. Do you know what I mean? So I've got a very kind of flat, fine hair that just kind of, it needs oomph. And this kind of gives it that grittiness that kind of like holds the grip. It holds it. It's not a hairspray. It's just like it says, a volume and powder, like it's a powder volumizing spray, something like that. Aside from that, it smells amazing. It smells like perfume. I love it. Next, I've got scrunchie. Why can't I speak? Scrunchies. I really love, these are like little handkerchief ones, and I love them. They just make your hairstyle kind of like cute. But what I also like, it's amazing when you've got your hair up in a bun. I love a hair bun, but it really grips. Like I'm able to get a really good bun with it. So loving the scrunchie, you know. And I just like these ones. They've got little patterns on, and they're just quite pretty. They're quite French. I just enjoy them. So yeah, I love those. And then last but not least, podcast and book. Okay, podcast that I've currently just finished and really enjoyed was Escaping NXIVM, which is about a cult, surprise, surprise, obsessions. Very, very interesting, really freaky. You're really freaky. And then I also listened to another podcast called Heaven's Gate, which is also about a cult. Again, insane, right? And after that I was like, yeah, I've listened to too much cult stuff, I need a break. So now I'm listening to the O.J. Simpson one, which is fascinating. I love a podcast, so that's what I'm listening to. Oh, television. Oh my god, we missed the best part. Okay, I am just obsessed with Queer Eye more than a makeover on Netflix. It is just, I mean, I cry in every single episode, but I cry over anything anyway. But it's just so inspiring, and each one of them has their own speciality: hair, grooming, interior, food, cooking, then personal self-help. I mean, how they come together and change people's lives is just amazing. And I'd never watched them before, and never had. And I just put it on one day because I needed to watch something, and I was like, oh, this is fantastic. And I love how they don't just make someone over, they help every aspect of their life, from their eating to where they work or their home to their outfits, how they feel mentally about themselves. It's just unreal, and I love it. And it's just such a feel-good show. It just makes you just believe again and feel good, and it's just, oh, I love it. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm also enjoying for shows Wild Bill. It's got Rob Lowe. It's a British police drama. You know I love a police drama, but it's got Rob Lowe in it. It's fabulous. It's hilarious. It's everything you want in a British cop show, but it's really good. So I'm really enjoying that. Gentleman Jack with Saran Jones. Oh my gosh, it's about Annie Lister. And I loved that. Oh, I loved that so much. For me, that era, the costumes, I want to buy a cloak and walk through the woods. Like, I love that era. I love the way people got carriages and lived in big estates, and you know, when they went to visit somewhere, everything was sorted out for them. Yes, we've organised this for you, and we're gonna have a walk in the afternoon, and tea was served at 4, and oh, I love that. But anyway, it's a very good story. I didn't know the story about Annie Lister, and Saran Jones played it beautifully, and I really enjoyed it thoroughly. I could go on. So many things I like to watch. So currently reading. So I've got 2 books that I'm currently reading. One of them is called How to Come Alive Again, and it's by Beth McColl, and it is the most comprehensive book I have read about depression and anxiety. I have read a lot of books, loads, okay? Some helpful, some incredibly unhelpful. This is coming from somebody who is just like me and is speaking just like I do, and is not telling me weird things. It's like a friend talking to you. It's like yourself talking to you. I don't know how to describe it. And you know, she talks about different areas of depression in her life or anxiety, and the things that has helped her cope, whether it's negative self-talk, whether it's not being able to get out of bed in the morning, not feeling good about yourself. It's really, really good. I find it very, very helpful in understanding my feelings about things and celebrating the little wins. And it's just a really excellent book. And the other book that I read before that was Notes on a Nervous Planet by Matt Haig. Again, incredible, drawing on personal experiences from the writer who really connect with you and speak to you on your own level, in your own language, you know, not scientifically. It's just very, very clever. It's very heartwarming. It's actually very funny as well. And the way she writes is just so lovely and understandable. And sometimes that's what you want. You want to understand a little bit more. So that's really, really good. But then I'm also reading a fictional book, and it's called Folk. And I can't remember her name, for goodness sake. It's Jill something or other. I can't see it on my Kindle because it's really small, but it's a collection of folklore and fairy tale, and it is just delicious. I absolutely adore stories about magical lands. It's a place called Neverness, and you have all these different characters. One character has one arm is actually a wing, and it's all these sort of old magical folklore stories. You know, the description of things is just beautiful. I love anything that is magical, that talks about woodland, that describes autumn, winter, seasons, strange little creatures, strange personalities, you know, people from the sea with shells in their hair. You know, I love that kind of thing. And it sort of talks about each experience of the characters, and it kind of draws in on that fairy tale, for example, like Jack Frost, and the strange little rituals that the townsfolk have to go through to get a partner, and each different, like the fishermen's, and there's something called the water bull, where people go and find out their futures. I mean, it's just, if you're not into that, you're not into that, but I am. And when I saw the cover of the book is beautiful. I saw it in the shop and I was like, what is this? Turned it over, read about someone having a wing for an arm. I'm like, oh yes, this is me all over. I'm absolutely just enamored by that kind of world. I always have been, you know, talking animals, that kind of thing. So I'm just enjoying that, and it's taken me a long time to find a good book to enjoy. You know, you read books, you read the synopsises of books, and you're like, it has to grab me. And first of all, the cover of Folk just grabbed me, right? The back, I read the first sentence, I'm like, I'm sold, I'm sold, I'm sold. And it's absolutely, yeah. So there we go. Those are the 2 books that I'm reading. thoroughly enjoying. I hope you're having a fantastic summer so far. We are in mid-July and autumn is calling and I couldn't be happier. So there we go. I hope you're well. I hope you subscribe if you're feeling nice and kind, and give me a thumbs up and maybe leave me an encouraging comment. If not, click off. You know. I hope you're well. Take care. Bye.